All right, all right.
40.
Says we're live. All right, first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashim,
Yahushua,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashim,
Ba'adash.
Radash.
We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Also, we say shalom to all the Akim out there, appreciate his truth. The brother that's also on Kabar here, the brother.
Brother Kakum.
All right, we're the brother from the GMS Miami. The Herald of Yahushai 144 came back with another video through the Spirit. But before we start this video, I want to touch upon the true names of the Heavenly Father and His Son, starting with the Heavenly Father, who they so-called call God. Our true name is Yahweh, which His name means He is, He exists. And the true name of His Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ or Jesus Christos in the Spanish, or Jésus Christ in the Haitian Creole. The true name is Yahushai, which His name means He saves, He delivers, what He's soon about to do according to prophecy. And as you can see in the title, which low wouldn't we do title the video, War in the Middle East, pursuant to World War III. All right, we have to go into these certain topics or these certain things because these things are prophesied within the scriptures. All right. Why World War III may happen, you may ask, is because the Lord wants it to happen. All right, the Lord has it where He has anger against certain people. All right, starting with these nations, starting with the so-called white man and all those who went against and treaded upon the nation of Israel. Okay, and also too, He wants to judge certain people of it, even in Israel, or of our own people. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to bring out this article real quick from the Times of Israel. It's posted January 7th, which that is today, and it says Trump, all hell will break loose in the Middle East if no deal. It won't be good for anyone. So, you have Donald Trump over here that he's making, announcements in regards to Hamas, how they have captured some hostages. And he's saying that if Hamas doesn't release these hostages, all hell's going to break loose in the Middle East. So that lets you know, man, that the Lord is putting the spirit on Trump, all right? And not just Trump, but these other kings, man, to go out against each other. All right, so that spirit of war is inevitable, all right, because we're in the beginning process of World War III, and what's going to happen is, okay, it's just going to escalate further and further until these goddamn nukes start shooting out, man. All right, but World War III is inevitable. It's going to happen, okay? People think Trump is going to be that man that's going to bring peace. He's not, all right, because who's going to bring peace? That's Lord and Savior Yahushai. All right, so the spirit there of World War III is there, man.
It's good to say, which I'm grabbing a few. The Lord, all right, musters the host to the battle. I believe that's Isaiah 13. Yeah, right. Because you understand. Let me see. The Lord muster the host of the battle. Yep. Isaiah 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people. So much as noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Lord of hosts muster the host of the battle. Why this precept is important. Matter of fact, read verse 5 too. It said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and weapons of His indignation to destroy the whole land. Why this precept is important is because you got to understand why these things are happening. We got to understand that the reason why these things are happening is because the Lord is playing in the mind of these rulers. All right, He's playing in the mind of these rulers. He's stirring them up. Scripture say He's stirring up the Medes. Okay. The Lord is playing in the minds of the Russians. He's also playing in the minds of all rulers upon the earth. All right. And one prime ruler, all right, our kingdom He's playing with is America. All right. Just pushing them closer to the climax or to the plot. All right. Where it's gonna be a World War III in the Middle East, where it's gonna be a all-out war. Lord knows how it's gonna start or what's gonna be the reason why it's gonna start, but that's gonna happen.
I got a quick precept, if I may. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1.
Okay.
It reads, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord."
Can you still see
said what? Salaki.
You got it, like it.
Right. Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of
Can
water.
you still see the blue layer loading?
Yeah, it shows like it's loading. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got it.
I'll wait for you to pull it up. Should be there. Yeah, there it is. So the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he churneth it whatsoever he will. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh than sacrifice. All right. So who's ultimately really in charge, man? That's the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Okay, because just how the Lord manipulated the heart of he hardened the heart of Pharaoh, all right, in ancient Egypt, he's gonna do it again all over again on modern day Pharaoh, all right, which is modern day Pharaoh, all right, Esau, Edom. Okay, beginning with these presidents and these other kings that are across all
Mhm.
the Middle East. So it really is the Lord that's sending his angels out to manipulate the hearts of these kings, man, because the Lord's gonna do whatsoever he wants to do. All right. So these Trumps, your Trumps, your Putins, all right, your Kim Jong Uns, and all these individuals, man, they're all going to execute the Lord's will. All right, ultimately, which is what World War III, man. Okay.
That's right. There's a quick one just to back you up. It's Psalm 115, verse 3 says, "But our powers in the heavens, he had done whatsoever he had pleased." People may ask, why would you want this? Or why are you saying World War III is going to happen? We don't want this. We want peace. But that's not according to what Yahweh Shemashai has in store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lord is going to usher out peace, but before the peace, destruction has to come. Okay.
That's right. That's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because the Lord creates the good and the Lord creates the evil. Okay,
That's
but in
right.
order to see good, all right, which is what the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, this place needs to go down, man. This place needs to get destroyed. That's why all these individuals, that's why you got these nations gathering up in the Middle East, ultimately to be judged and execute the judgment of the Lord. And so also Yahweh Shai can get his glory when he returns and cracks the clouds with his angel coming back with full conquering power. Got that, Joel? Yeah. Khan, you want me to read it?
Con, you still had more on your point?
No, that's it.
Okay, you got it.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem,
Mm-hmm.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and
That's
will
right.
plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
All right. So I'm gonna start off with verse 1. All right, when it goes into all right, bringing again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, talking about the Lord, how the Lord's gonna restore us and save us. All right, it's not talking about us going to captivity again. And
Mm-hmm.
in verse 2, all right, this is the point, all right, which that's what really inspired the video. All right, the Lord is going to bring into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which we know through the Spirit through his revealing that is the Middle East. And if you go into the Hebrew, Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew is Yahshaphat, meaning Yahweh judge or Yahweh judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says it will plead, where please also goes into judge with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, so the Lord has beef with these nations because of them having that mindset of destroying us as a nation. We know of Psalm 83, or them coming together to make a tumult or to try to overthrow us as a nation, and also too to what they did in our land, nation of Israel. They're throwing Momo parades and all that bullshit, and so on, so on.
Khan, that's right. I was trying to get Kidron Valley in Asia. Okay. Can you Google real quick where is um modern day Jehoshaphat,
Okay,
the Valley of Jehoshaphat?
let me see what
Because yeah, when you pull it up on the map, it's gonna go uh around Jerusalem area. Okay. See, right there, the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's clear as day that the Lord is gonna gather these nations, which he's doing it right now, all right, to ultimately fulfill his judgment, man. World War III. Okay. And I wanted to highlight something about Joel 3 where it says for Jerusalem. Hold on, let me see where it says. Back to Joel chapter 3, verse 2, it says, and will plead with them, therefore, my people and for my heritage Israel. So the Lord is bringing these nations together all for Israel's sake, okay, because these nations all had a hand in our captivity, all right, and the Lord is going to put them all together. He's going to bunch them up together and he's going to judge them all right, and the Lord's not going to even lift a finger, okay, because when the Lord comes back with that power, okay, these other nations, they're all gonna unite together to try to fight Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's Valley of Jehoshaphat. But pertaining to Second Esdras, all right, 13th chapter, all right, they not gonna stand a chance, man. The Lord is gonna put the spirit onto them to fight, but they're not gonna stand a chance, man, because the Lord is coming back with that power, okay, with the chariots, man, the full glory of the Lord.
It's a there was afraid, but there's fright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, of course they're gonna be afraid in those times. Time back to we said in Ezra 13, they're gonna be fucking scared because you seeing Almighty power from quote unquote different dimension. It's good to say in that same chapter, Ezra 13, a realm in a realm, like it's two different realms going at it. All right, Esau out of his pride. It starts with Esau. Esau out of his pride, they're gonna be scared, but they're gonna still try to put up a fight, which hey, they can't. They're not really a match for Yahweh Shai.
Gone. That's right.
In fact, let me get Revelation 12. You had a precept or no?
I had a Revelation 16 verse 12, but you can get yours if you want first. I'll call to walk.
All right, get yours first. I'll read it for you. It says, in Revelation 16 verse 12, it says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon a great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the ways of the kings of the east may be prepared. And as the spirit, what's today? Is Tuesday, Monday. There was an article. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. They were trying to go into how let's see if I can find it. There's an article. Damn. I was reading it when I was at work. They was talking about China in prophecy, but they put in precepts like Revelation, what you just 16 and 12, but they don't really they don't really get the understanding. But at the same time, they close. But let's see if I can find it.
Right. Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, I can find an article.
Yeah, because okay. I think I found it. Is it not some of the kings of the east one day march into Israel will include China?
Oh, you found it?
Kings of the East. I mean, there's different articles, but there's one from gotquestions.org. It says, it says many students of Bible prophecy consider. Hold on, let me see if I can put the link on here. Hold on, let me put it on the chat. Let me put it on the chat here.
Okay. Well, that precept, that's a beautiful precept you brought out because, that's why the Lord is having the Euphrates River dried up. A lot of people is in the mindset they're not trying to believe it. They're very they're very blind, or just in plain the fact ignoring it, saying it's just a coincidence or it's a dam that's whatever they're saying. But that's a great or major part into World War III and into them gathering in the Middle East.
That's right. Because I mean, also just anyone that has common sense, when it says the kings of the east, I mean, who's these top nations that have the most nuclear capabilities in all of the east? Okay, got what these Amalekites, all right, Moab, these Russians, all right, Gog, okay. So when it says the kings of the east, man, it's talking about these nations that have military capabilities, and as well as these other lesser nations that are also going to be part of their alliances. They're going to fight
Mhm.
over there. But where it says the top, it says many students of Bible prophecy consider Revelation chapter 16, verse 12 to possibly refer to China in the end times. All right. Is the first sentence right there. Okay, so that goes to show, man, that's evidence that, all right, that these nations, man, they're gonna go into World War III, all right, which we're already in the beginning stages of it, all right, but it's just gonna escalate further and further. Okay, especially now that Trump, he's about to get inaugurated January 20th. All right, he's coming in a more tyrannical spirit. He's coming in like I don't got patience type of spirit. So eventually he's gonna do what? He's gonna lead us into World War III.
Yeah, he's gonna lead us to war. He gonna make America go out with a bang, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said, right? Didn't he say on camera, "Oh, I'm the chosen one," something like that? So that's why it's important to to keep watching and to be on top of the times that we in, so we could be able to distinguish these things and be able to connect it with prophecy. All right,
Mhm.
because China is all right. China coming into World War III is part of biblical prophecy. All right, they're part of the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Okay, you got it, brother.
Revelation 12 and 7. There was a war in heaven. This ties in great with what you quoted, Edges 13. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. All right, you're gonna have the Lord armies. All right, you're gonna have Esau and these other nations trying to fight against each
Right.
other. But it says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found more in heaven. The rulership was now no longer even a thing. All right, because remember when the Lord comes within, them fighting in War 3, all right, within them fighting in the Middle East, all right, he's gonna take what's ours, or he's gonna take. Scripture says, the "Saints shall take the kingdom." Okay, he's gonna punish them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, put them down and set Yasharallah on top. It
That's right.
says the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan was deceived the whole world. He was cast down to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right.
That's right.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For his accuser of our brethren is cast down, who's accused them before our power day and night. All right. The Lord primarily has beef with Esau Edom. Okay. The beef goes so bad is that when the Lord capture and take this rulership upon the earth, Esau is going to serve, all these nations are going to serve punishment, but Esau primarily is going to serve 1,000 years and
Mm-hmm.
get put out. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, all this because the controversy of Zion. World War III is for the controversy of Zion. The Lord
Mm-hmm.
punished them coming within the midst of this because of the controversy of Zion. Okay.
That's right. Because see, this devil Esau Edom, he was given a short season to rule. All right, but
Mm-hmm.
his season is about up now. Okay, and it's gonna go off. His kingdom is gonna go out through destruction. All right, the scripture
Yeah.
says, the earth will rule to and fro. All right, so it's gonna happen through nuclear warfare. All right, which is gonna be part of that second death, as well as the concentrated fire from those chariots. All right, because the Lord is coming back
Mm-hmm.
with fire. All right, because that is the second death, man.
You got any preset before I put this out? Or no.
Oh, I do actually, but you can get that. You can get that one.
All right, it's Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the wars with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and full of fire." Going to those nukes. All right,
Mm-hmm.
back then they used to fight with swords, ching, sling, 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 slash,
Yep.
slash. But this time it's going to be with full fire from those nukes within World War III. Like what brother say, I think you quoted too. A lot of us say through the spirit, hey, they made the gun, they used it. They made this and they used it. All right, these nukes, they made them. Then most definitely they're gonna use it.
Mm-hmm.
which,
Right.
you know, for example, technically, Putin already used a nuke or ICBM. He just didn't have the warheads in it. So think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're ready to use them. You know, they know that if they unleash those nukes, it's gonna be nuclear disaster. But when those nukes hit, all right, the elect are gonna get beamed up. All right. So really, you know, the Lord is gonna continue to manipulate the hearts of these kings so they could press that button.
That's right.
Okay. Because I want to get a quick precept. This Revelation 11, verse
Because
14.
mind you, these nations, which they done quoted themselves, they know this is a battle that nobody could really win.
Oh, what did Einstein say? Einstein said that what the third World War, it's the fourth, or actually, what does it go? The fourth war is gonna be fought with sticks and stones.
Right, 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 right,
I
right.
believe Einstein said that, right?
So I know somebody. I remember. I know the quote. I know what you're saying, but I forgot who said it. But you're on point. You're on point though.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes, Albert Einstein is often quoted
Yeah.
as saying, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." All right, well, we know that there's no be no such thing as World War IV, but that lets you know that there's gonna be a whole righteous reset that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because those are ultimately what the nukes, the Lord's nukes. All right, he put the spirit upon these scientists and these uh Edomites to create these atom bombs. He put the spirit upon them to create the mother of all bombs, and then eventually on down to what nuclear missiles, and then now they got hyper nuclear sonic missiles. All right, so that's really the Lord putting the spirits upon these Edomites, all right, these scientists, to fulfill the Lord's will.
Your point. The script says, I had created the Smith.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Smith going to the scientist. The Lord put,
Right.
like what you said, the Lord put the basically the whole blueprint, the program. You think Esau just damn near thought about this shit by themselves? Hell
Mm-hmm.
no. Lord,
Right.
the Lord revealed it unto him.
Exactly. That's his blessing. That's Esau's blessing, the sword.
Right.
Okay, destruction, so on and so forth. But yeah, I want to get that Revelation 11. This Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, which that word woe goes into destruction. All right, which is talking about World War II. All right, the third woe is talking about World War III. Okay, so when it talks about the woes, it's talking about wars in a level where it's mass death and destruction. Because when you look at a graph and it tells you what was the most uh, death, death and bloodshed that ever happened across mankind history, all right, it goes into World War I, World War II, and ultimately the biggest mass death casualty that's going to happen, which is going to be righteously, is going to be
Mm-hmm.
World War III, man. All right, because there's going to be billions of people that are going to be dying. They're going to die. All right, but the elect are going to get redeemed. Okay, and these are the slaves. They're going to be preserved to go into captivity. So
That's right.
that's talking about in these times. The World War III cometh quickly. So we clearly are in those times right now because prophecy's sake. We see the times that we in. We see how the kings of the east are starting to prepare themselves to go to war. All right, and ultimately it's inevitable, man. It's gonna happen. World War III. We're already in the beginning stages of World War III, but nukes are gonna go flying out, man. Lord willing, soon.
I think it's another precept. I think it's a Lamentation 4. It's similar to what we brought out Lord Mustard, the host. Is it Lamentation 4
Let me see.
or Zechariah 4?
I think it's Zechariah. Let's see if I get it. But, no, I'm not getting it here.
I got it. Zechariah 14:2. It says, "For our gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. See, it should be taking the house of." Nope, not that. Not that. Thought it wasn't Slovakia.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking, because it was two of them. Let me see if I can get it right here. Maybe you got to put in a different context.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah, no, it's Isaiah. Joel. I mean, we get Jeremiah.
What is it? What you got, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah 50, where it says announce. No, I don't think it's that one either.
It's called 12 if you can find it. The point was already made. I thought about it, but I forgot where it was. I was just looking at it not too long ago. I forgot, bro. That's why we need new bodies, man. That's why we need new bodies. But going back to the topic, yeah, the Lord is gonna gather these nations in the Middle East. He having it play out in various forms. For example, what's going on within the news? Russia has North Korean troops fighting in what we have in Ukraine. All right, I just seen something talking about with Zelensky talking about he wants to get I forgot what the nation name. He said he wants to involve a near neighbor in it too. Which all of this is just feuding into. It's gonna feud into something way bigger. Okay, which that's what we want, and that's what we watching for. That's henceforth why we paying attention to the news, the articles, so we could continue warning our people and make ourselves ready. All right, by staying within the scriptures, staying amongst each other, and staying upon Yahweh Bashim Shai. Because this is real near. It could soon pop off in 2025, Lowell. Okay, which we hoping for, because we want to get the fuck up out of here.
That's right, man. We praying for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Praying for a few days, man. All right, because we actually have hope. All right, we know that throughout at the end of the day of all this destruction, there's gonna be a great deliverance. There's gonna be a great deliverance for the elect. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. Okay, but let me see here. Did you have a precept?
No, you got it. You got.
Let's get that real to and fro.
24.
That's let me see, Isaiah 24. Yeah, 24 and 20. All right, because this is what World War III is not to take light. All right, this is gonna have a huge destruction on the earth. Okay, but the earth, we're gonna read it right here. I'll read it. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and they shall fall and not rise again. Okay, so that's talking about the destruction that's happening from those missiles. All right, because when a missile hits, all right, it's gonna activate earthquakes. All right, it's gonna activate volcanoes. All right, storm, tempest. Okay, you're not be able to see the sun. The sun's gonna get blocked off. All right, it's gonna be nuclear warfare, man. And the thing about these American Babylonians, they don't know what that type of experience is, because America hasn't been touched before. All right, but if you go to the Middle East, all right, they all know what it is to feel a bomb. All right, but they haven't been nuked yet. All right, because that's going to be preserved really for ultimately Babylon. All right, which is America, because America is going to go out with nuclear warfare, man, because this place will never be inhabited ever again, because the wickedness and the immorality and the confusion and just the demonic vibration that this place pushes out, man. It's only right that Lord gonna nuke this place. All right. So if you're not in that spirit of seeing America get destroyed and wiped out and seeing Yahweh Shah return with full power and glory, man, hey, and if you're an Israelite, you got to get on the right spirit, because how are we going to be able to enjoy the kingdom of heaven? All right, first we need to see destruction, man, which is going to happen through those nuclear those war missiles, man.
All right. And we have our heart set upon that. It's gonna be like No, it's gonna be like the flood 2.0, but this time with fire. I mean, that's said in Second Peter chapter 3. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This time is going to be with fire. It's going to think about it when it says to and fro. The geographical structure of the earth is going to
Yeah.
change. It's going to look different,
Right.
But it's all for a better reason. All for what, to refresh, and also
Mm-hmm.
to show you which Babylon or America is going to be like a monument of how not to live. For being wicked.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep. Scripture says what we look forward to new heavens and a new earth. So it
Right.
is going to be a new geographical landscape. All right. But the difference is now it's going to be ruled in righteousness through our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai.
That's
Okay,
right.
because the earth is going to be governed through the law, statutes, and commandments, how it's supposed to be governed.
Mhm.
Okay. I got a quick precept, Jeremiah 50, verse 14.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 14 here. Put yourselves in array against Babylon. All right, that's America. All right, the
Mhm.
USA, your beautiful USA of Babylon. All right, but let's see what it reads about what's going to happen to Babylon. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh. All right, so those nations that have nuclear capabilities, all right, shoot at Babylon the Great, America,
Mhm.
because another word for arrow is um, well, another word for a nuke is an arrow, all right, according to
Mhm.
biblical terminology, all right,
Right.
because you can see a missile in the Bible because there's no such thing as missiles. But see, when these prophets, all right, when these men of renown, all right, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all right, John the Revelator, when they saw these visions, all right, they saw that something that looked like onto an arrow, all right, because that's when you look at just how a nuke looks, it looks like an arrow. That's why whenever you see whenever there's something called a loop that
Uh,
was lost, they called it a lost arrow or a broken arrow.
Bro,
Salaki,
broken there. There you go. You got it.
Yep, yep. So that lets you know that man, all these nations they're gonna shoot at Babylon the Great. Okay, they're gonna shoot at Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, and it says spare no arrows, so they're all gonna empty the clip on this hole. They're gonna empty the clip, and this place is gonna go out with full destruction, man, to the point where it won't be inhabited ever again, but only through the unclean animals, pertaining to biblical prophecy, right?
It says, what is Revelation 17? Be shall hate the whore.
Uh, yeah. So you can start at you said 17 or Revelation 17.
Yeah, 17 and
Hold on,
16.
Yeah. Uh, duh, duh, duh. Okay.
All right, I'm reading. It's Revelation 17, verse 16. It says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. We shall hate
Mm-hmm.
the whore and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, to the word unto the words of the Most High should be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth," talking about America, the great,
Mm-hmm.
the great whore. Are these nations going
Right.
to turn their backs against them and fuck her up with those nukes, man? America, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
these nations, all right, they're tired. Honestly, they're tired. They're tired of America because America been that hammer of the earth, the bully of the
Mm-hmm.
earth. Not only that, America then defrauded, tried them, and turned against and broke trees with these people.
Yep. Yep. So these are the nations, man, because it's gonna come to a point where these nations will be like, yo, the kingdom of the earth is up for grabs. Let's
Mm-hmm.
all but let's take out America. But
Right.
really, right in the midst of World War III, that's when our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah is gonna come back and he's gonna throw that monkey wrench on there and he says, party's over. Because the scripture says he come with many crowns, man. So Yahweh Shah is gonna intervene in the midst of World War III, all right,
That's right.
and screw all these other nations up in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Going back to the title, War in the Middle East. So that's why all these nations are being gathered up in the Middle East, man, because that is prophecy. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
what is the 10 horns? Real quick, I was able to pull up the 10 horns. The beast with 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Or the little picture.
Yeah, yeah. Which let me see if I'll be able to distinguish this one. I think Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Portugal, Ireland, and West Germany. I think I'm missing one, I believe. But those are the 10 horns, all right. The
Mhm.
beast. Okay, and the 7 heads, all right, you got Germania Major, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, Germania Minor, the British, the Greeks. Okay, and who's riding that beast? All right, America.
Yeah. Or
That horde, all right, that is that great horde. It's not talking about a woman in particular. Okay, this is talking about a power structure, man. Okay, a power structure. America, because America is embedded with all these other nations, man. Okay, America is like that unfilthy horde. Okay,
are
because
these
it.
nations?
You got it.
I would say all these nations fornicated with her.
There you go.
There you go. They
hmm
done fell into her ways, fell into her smooth, words, and they done fornicating with her as far as trade and and so on and so on.
Yeah, which Revelation 17 goes into all that.
Mhm.
Okay, and then right after Revelation 17, you got Revelation 18, which is the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay, that great horde. All right, so this is prophecy, man. World War III.
That's right. Yeah. Anything more you want to say?
Uh, nah, brother. I mean, you got it. If you got another priest, you can bring it out. I can read it for you.
Let me see.
Go into the Lord.
No, I don't got another one. You got one?
Yes. Let me see. Let's get. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 1. Hold on, this is that one.
Now you talking about? You remember I was trying to look for the precept, but I couldn't find it.
I mean, we just get the classic. I'll get Isaiah 66.
In 15?
Yeah, Isaiah 66, 15.
Oh,
All right, because this,
hello? You still there? Hello?
you can see me?
Yeah, no, it had froze for a second.
Gone.
All right, let me see. All right, 66 and 15. All right, I'll read it for you. It's Isaiah
Mhm.
66 15 says, "For behold, the Lord will come in fire." All right. And it says, "With his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flameless fire." There you go.
hmm That's it, man. So that is a future prophecy that has not taken place yet. All right, which is how the Lord is going to return with the fire, which is going to happen through the chariots and the ICBM missiles. Okay, those nukes. All right, which these elites they know this already. All right, but it's just your average Edomite Joes that walking around thinking America is going to continue on for 30 more, 50 more, 100 more years. All right, I think this is not going to happen. All right, but the Lord is clearly saying that it's going to come back with fire, and that
Mm-hmm.
fire is gonna what's gonna destroy America. Okay, this place is gonna go out through that intercontinental nuclear fire, man. Which is
Mm-hmm.
when you look up the effects of a new when a nuke hits, depending on the radius that you're in, you could vaporize in an instant. All right, but the
Mm-hmm.
Lord is not just gonna just vaporize these people in an instant. He's gonna keep them in that state of pain. All right, because the Lord's gonna plead with them. The Lord's gonna judge them. That's what it says. I will plead with flesh, meaning these individuals, like when they get hit with them nukes, all right, it's gonna feel like an eternity for them because all the wickedness, they're all gonna see it, and the Lord's gonna put all the wickedness in front of their face, all right, and they're all gonna have to declare their sins to the Lord, man, because the Lord sees all that.
That's right. I'm gonna end it off with this.
Got it.
Second Peter chapter 3 verse Verse 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It says, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." Just further in the point with those nukes within World War III. Okay. It says, "Seeing then that all these should be devolved, what manner of persons are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" So what's supposed to be your conduct? Seeing all these things play out within the news, seeing World War III here, nukes this, North Korea testing this nuke. All right, ICBMs being shot by Russia, and the war being escalated. Oh, another thing I've been watching too, which they're gonna update it soon, the doomsday clock. Okay,
Oh, you're right. When does that get updated? I believe it should be in the next couple of weeks, no?
Yeah, it's this. I know it's this month for sure, but I forgot the exact date. But
count the water for that, because I forgot about that doomsday clock.
Yeah, it says I was reading at work today. It says a 60% chance it should get closer to midnight. So low one.
Yeah, which if these devils don't move the clock closer to midnight, they just bullshitting.
Right.
We know how to gauge ourselves off Esau's stupid ass clock. We're gonna gauge ourselves off these prophecies and what's actually really going on behind the scenes.
Right. It says what? Second just not measured out the times diligently. Yeah, we're not measuring the times with the doomsday clock. We measuring the time with the scriptures, man.
That's right. You got it, bro.
No, I was gonna say that's a lesson, but you got it.
Yeah. We use the doomsday clock as like a reference to kind of support the scriptures, but really, it's ultimately the scriptures that speak for themselves.
Hold on, let me write that. I'm write that. Make that a video. We're measuring the times by the scriptures, not doomsday clock. It's like it.
That's a good
one. Verse 12, it says, "Looking for hastening into the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." It says, "Nevertheless, we, according to this promise, look for a new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." It says, I'm going to speak more on that point. "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth." Us going to these topics, like what you said, just reiterating what you said, us going to these topics, us going to these articles. All right, it's not only just World War III, we talk about pestilence, death and destruction. It's us looking in and seeking for new heavens and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness. So we got to go into these topics. All right, and we love to go into these topics.
Yep, that's right, man. Only the men of the Lord, really, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting with elders and apostles of GMS, and as well as other camps that speak the same doctrine. All right, we go into this, man, because we know that through this destruction, okay, the new kingdom is going to happen, which is going to be the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. All right.
But with that being said, Lord, this video is edifying. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodesh. I'm gonna give double honors to apostles and Elder Great Millstone. Also, I'm gonna say shalom to all the Akim out there, preach his truth and our truth is city. I would say shalom.
Shalom.